everyone, and welcome to another Fandom Fitness Friday. I'm PJ with ZooFit, and how many of you guessed that this week's Fandom Fitness workout will be Doctor Who? That's right, we've got the TARDIS bigger on the inside, and I've got a workout that gets a little harder on the inside too. So we're going to be hitting our arms, our core, our cardio, and our legs with some really fantastic moves with the Time Lord Time Ladder. This is going to be an interval training exercise workout, and actually something that I created. The Time Ladder is something kind of ZooFit created that fits perfectly. That was created for Doctor Who. So a lot of fun. What we're going to be doing is going to get a little bit harder on the inside. We're going to start super easy, 10 seconds of work, a very long rest, and then we're going to gradually increase the amount of work and decrease the amount of rest. So it gets a little bit harder as we go along. It's a lot harder than it seems. It's not what it appears. It's just like the TARDIS. Not exactly what it appears to be. So let's grab our companions, get your sonic screwdriver, and let's go have some fun with Doctor Who, the Time Lord Time Ladder. All right, guys, we have our Doctor Who. This is interval training. We have 4 exercises, and we're going to work on one exercise at a time for each interval. We're going to be increasing the amount of work and decreasing the amount of rest each set. So 10 seconds of work, and then we're going to do 50 seconds of rest, and then again increase the work. 20 on, 40 off, 30 on, 30 off, 40 on, 20 off, 50 on, 10 off, and then we're going to do a full minute of work and then a full minute of rest to reset and get ready for the next exercise. So we have the Run You Clever Boy. These are going to be our shuttle sprints. Our companion crunches and work our abs a little bit. Sonic screwdriver skaters, and then bigger on the inside, TARDIS Triceps. And so this can be anything that works your triceps. So it can be skull crushers, and we tricep kickbacks, and if you have the ability, even you can do on a bench some bench dips. So anything that works your triceps, we'll go over that in just a minute. So there we got it. We have it. Our Time Lord Time Ladder, as the doctor would say. Alonsy, Alonso. Let's get started. All right, guys, we've got our Time Lord Time Ladder. Our first exercise up is going to be Run You Clever Boy. Now to do this, you can do this inside with some stationary movements. Again, for the Time Ladder's intervals, we are going for time, we're not going for reps. So you can do this stationary. You can do what we call quick feet. So again, rotating your feet as fast as you can. You can even do, again, more butt kickers. You can, again, bring down the intensity, go nice and slow, or pick up the pace. These are going to be kind of substitutes for Run You Clever Boy. What we're going to do today is we're going to set up 2 distance markers, and they're going to be for shuttle sprints. So for 10 seconds, we're going to run about 25 feet back and forth as many times as we can, rest for 50, and then again, as our time working increases, our time resting decreases, we're going to be running back and forth as much as possible. So you can set up 2 distance markers, go outside if you have a nice beautiful day. Go for a nice run, you clever boy. For the next exercise, we're going to do all those rounds. 10 working, 50 off, 20 working, 40 off, 30, 30, 20, 40, 50, 10 seconds rest, and then a full minute. And then we're going to have 60 seconds rest. And then we're moving on to companion crunches. So for our companion crunches, we've got still, again, a couple different levels depending on where you're at. But for typical crunches, we're going to be laying on the ground with our knees bent and our hands placed behind our head. And what we're actually going to be doing here is pressing our hands into our head to kind of support the neck, but then also to help keep it kind of neutral, we're going to press our head into our hands at the same time. To perform the crunch, we're going to lift from the abs, kind of crunching up those abs, pulling them up to pull up our shoulders off of the floor. That's all we need to do is get those shoulders off of the floor and then relax and bring it back down. Crunching those abs to bring those shoulders off the floor and then relaxing. Now again, if this is actually still too intense for you, you can do a reverse crunch. And you may want to keep again, pressing your hands back into your head, and then bringing your knees in and placing them back to the floor. Again, pressing your hand into your head and your head into your hands simultaneously. So this is a reverse crunch, or you can do the regular companion crunches. Next up, we have our sonic screwdriver skaters. Kind of a tongue twister there. For our skaters, these are also, sometimes I call them on thin ice. We're going to be working our glutes and getting a little bit of a cardio in there. Go at your level. That's like you, to do the thing that feels good to you so that you can have a fun and exciting workout. I'm going to be starting in a standing position, and I'm working on my left side, so my studio left side. I'm going to step out, pick up my right leg, and it's going to come a little bit behind as I slightly bend my left, my front standing leg slightly bends, kind of a squat, pressing my back leg a little bit behind and to the side. And then you can take a step to the other direction, lifting your opposite leg, bringing it slightly behind and to the side, and a little slight squat inside your standing leg. You can again stay at this level, walking from side to side, placing one foot. That's fine. You're still going to be working your glutes in a great way. If you like to pick up the intensity, maybe add just a tad bit of cardio, you can add a little hop to it. And we can see kind of why we call these skaters. You acting like you are skating down the rink. But these are sonic screwdriver skaters. So something with the doctor is definitely involved. So you can again do a nice step or a hop. And those are going to be our sonic screwdriver skaters. And finally, we have, for our last round, we're going to do the TARDIS bigger on the inside triceps. So there's actually 3 different exercises you can do. Anything that was going to work our triceps, again, behind and above our elbows. So working our triceps, 1 of 3 exercises. One of them, it can be a skull crusher. I've got 2 5-pound weights. You can use whatever you have available to you. You can use just one weight. You can use your water bottle. So to perform the skull crushers, we're going to bring the weights up overhead, and then we're going to bend only at the elbows, bringing those, keeping our elbows close to our ear, bringing those weights behind our head, and then straightening the arm back up straight overhead. And that's why they call them skull crushers. If you drop the weight, it's not going to feel so good on your skull. The next one you can do is called tricep kickbacks. Also with weight, once again, you can use anything you have available. You're going to be in a bent over position, so I'm going to actually kind of bend my knees just slightly and hinge my hips forward. I'm going to bring my elbows level with my hips, and then kick my arms back. So again, bending only at the elbows, straightening my arms straight back, and then bringing them back in. So these are going to be your tricep kickbacks. Finally, if you have access to a bench or a chair or any sort of placement where you can do a dip, you can do your TARDIS triceps dip. So I'll show you from the side. The great thing about dips is if you want to decrease the intensity, it's pretty easy using your legs as that leverage. So if you want it to be super, super hard, you're going to keep your legs straight out. If you want to make it a little bit easier, bring your legs back in. So you're going to place your hands at the edge of that seat, and we're going to keep our butt and our back as close to that edge, close to that seat as possible. So I'm going to bring my legs pretty close to help protect my shoulder. I'm going to dip down and then press back up. Again, using a little bit of my legs to do just that. Dipping back down and then pressing back straight up. So there you have one of three options to do TARDIS, bigger on the inside, triceps. So let's go, guys. We've got our Run You Clever Boy. Then we're going to move on to our companion crunches. Round the corner, we're going to do the Sonic, Screwdriver, Skaters, and then rounding out our Time Lord, Time Ladder, we're going to finish off with our TARDIS Triceps. And another way to think of this workout is that it's harder on the inside. Okay, we start off really, really easy. 10 seconds of work, no big deal, especially 50 seconds of rest. 20 seconds of work, we got this. 30 seconds of work, all right, now I'm starting to feel like this might actually be a workout. And then 40, 50, and a full minute, you are going to be exhausted. It might be simple, but definitely not going to be easy, but it will be a lot of fun. So guys, let's get started with our Time Lord, Time Ladder, and have some fun. All right, guys, that was so much fun. I felt like I was on an adventure with the doctor and all of his fantastic companions. Hey guys, I do this every single week, but if you'd like to help support ZooFit and Fandom Fitness, Wildlife Wednesday, and all of our endeavors, I invite you to check out our Patreon page where you're going to get some bonus material. You actually do the workout with me and Chris. You can also get some sneak peeks at some of the amazing art that Chris is doing for the book, and also get some great updates. That's with the Fandom Fitness. You can also support ZooFit in all kinds of ways. Our Hummingbirds and our Wild Things memberships. Once again, like and comment down below what you thought of this workout. Let me know, who would you like to go on an adventure with? Once again, eat clean, live green, always train positive. I will see you guys next time.